about to leave, already packing.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're heading up towards the Coolah National Park. There's an Instameet on tomorrow that we're going to join up, so we're going to probably drive as far as Casillas and stay there tonight, and then meet up with the guys in the morning because 9 o'clock's a little bit too far for us to sort of get there in the morning, so we're going to do it in two. So at the moment I am trying to fit, if you can see, all of that into the car. I've probably been fiddle-farting around all day and haven't got as much done as I probably should have, but that's always the way when you've got a whole day. You think you've got all the time in the world. So yeah, if you've already been here before, thanks for watching again. If you're new here or if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to follow our travels. So tonight we're just heading to Casillas to the bowling club. It'll be the first time that we've actually camped in the swag, so we've got it up on the top. So we'll see how we go, and we'll head to Coolah tomorrow. Arrived at Casillas a lot earlier than we had initially thought we would, with Tash finishing work early, which is great. So given that we've not used the swag before, we've now got to set it all up with all of our bedding, and we've put it up a couple of times in the lounge room as you do, but that's about it. So we'll do that, then we're going to have some dinner and probably have a shower, because there's shower and toilets here, so it's about $15 a night per vehicle, so it's a really good spot to stop. You're only about 2 minutes off the highway. So yeah, we're just going to get set up. Alright, well we've got the swag all set up, we've got everything in here now, so we're all right to go. Good morning. Well, we successfully made our first night in the new swag. Mr. Noisy next door has just left. Ash is rustling around, getting ready. That's the alarm going off. I need to get up and get moving so that we can meet the guys up at Nolan Rest Stop so that we can get on with the day.
Jimmy Governor, we all know Jimmy Governor. So he was the Aboriginal guy, 1900, the last outlaws. He worked out on a property out near Freelong, which is out near Gilgandra, and he married a white girl from Golgon. There's 70 recorded deaths up there, and there was apparently another 30 over on this other side of the road. So it must have been there was another hotel across the side of the road, but he just got Jacobit. And then just decided to go bush ranging, but he was only on foot, he didn't have horse. So, and the first lot of people he held up were 10 Chinese people. John Ward, a policeman, John Ward, he was based at Coolah, and he would taken someone to the police station at Mudgee, and on his way back he came across a couple of guys, and they said Sam Poo, they called him Crazy Sam. Silver was the first thing that came here. They told me later on, he took it back to Silver. But Mount Stewart, the mine was over here, wasn't it? The main, yes. The main mine here, but there was also a mine over here because it had silver, lead, and zinc and pyrite. Yeah.
So we're just at Leadville. We've just stopped at what was the old Anglican church. There's a really good crew here for the Instagram meet. We've got the bus and another 4 vehicles following behind, and one of the best tour guides going around. I think we're going to need some Red Bull just to be able to keep up with it today.
Okey-doke. We go.
Oh, there's water there at least.
biggest snow gums in the stringy bark. All right, but because now, if you go to Molong, just out of Molong, going to Orange, there's a number of trees there where an Aboriginal guy, he helped Thomas Mitchell.
By the name of Urinai.
Urinai, thank you. And they've got actually some of his trees, and you can just make out some. They've got a plaque beside to show the carvings.
They've also got his burial ground on Gambulla, or Old Gambulla.
Yeah. Three Rivers. Castle Range.
Out and do all the official stuff now. Let's use one of these the spoons.
Jeez, it's cold up here.
It's chilly.
Mum come up last weekend. I said, I've got to make some patty cake. And she said, oh, I'll make those. I said, righto.
Before I forget. Wonderful thing.
Alright, well, we've made it into the national park. We've just stopped at Norfolk Falls. Everybody's having a cuppa and some biscuits and cakes that the girls have made, which is pretty awesome. And I think we're going to have a bit of a look around here and maybe a little bit further through the park. Just starting to walk down to Norfolk Falls, or Norfolk Falls. And probably not going to be any water here, I imagine, with how dry it is. It's obviously a little bit greener up here at the top, but in terms of water I don't think there'll be anything flowing. The law of physics says what goes up must come down. The law of hiking, what goes down has to come back up.
The gliders, the sugar gliders, will actually gnaw the trees and the sap come down, so that's where sugar gliders are. Alright, so these scribbly gums, you get more, some trees are more prominent with it. These little scribbles, like they look like ancient handwriting. And what happens is, there's, so you can see how this tree's shedding its bark. So the bark's over it, and a little moth, the scribbly gum moth, lays its eggs under there, and then a little caterpillar type thing, the larva stage, hatches out. And what happens? It starts here where it's thinner, and it eats the bark, the layer of the. It eats. It keep eating. Now, when it gets to that point there, the tree has done a bit of a recuperation, and it's put another sweet layer on, and then the scribbly gum caterpillar comes back again. And where that thickness ends is where he falls out. All right, and then he's matured. Yeah, so scribbly gum, but some trees you'll get really good ones. All right, so what you're starting to imagine is that, you know, that nice sound
That we're not getting.
Close your eyes and imagine.
Peter and I wait out over there, and then we can walk down to the lake, so they walk down there. It's meant to be there. We did that at home. Oh, did you? Straight down there. And Norfolk Creek. Daisies are so super cute. Look.
Yeah, as we sort of thought, there's a tiny little pond at the bottom of the waterfall, but and obviously there's a few sort of at the top here, but there's no water flowing, which is unfortunate because it's a pretty little waterfall. Last time we were here, it had a little bit of water, so I'll link to that one down underneath. But yeah, now we've got to start that climb back up. Alright, so we've got to Bracken's hut and gonna have some lunch, some nibbles here. Everybody else is set up on the veranda, so we've got some shade, everybody's got a bit of a feed, and then we'll see where we're going to go for the afternoon. So we're just inside Bracken's hut. Huge big fireplace. So you can actually stay here if you're hiking. You can't actually camp as such, but you can if you're hiking along here and you need emergency weather shelter. That's why it's got the couple of bunks in here.
None you drop your clothes on the on the bathroom floor or the towel or anything. Just hang the towel up, put your clothes in the hamper, take them off. You don't walk out, get up and walk away. Now they just get up and walk away.
Next holiday?
You find it.
Absolutely.
Born free and independent of this earth and magic.
I know. Yeah.
The resident protector was living in a.
I'm glad you went to the reptile park last week.
Yeah, it was cool.
They're highly edible. It's like the Aborigines use all parts of it. When you pull those green things out, they eat the little tips of them, and the spears, when they're quite fresh, are dripping with nectar.
Yeah.
So it's
You often see a lot of honey eaters, don't you?
very useful all-round type plant.
Just wondering, that's the seed.
Black seed.
Huh?
Oh, there's heaps of
Pretty
dead.
much
Donkey!
Can I have some of your drugs?
Mr. Llama.
No, this one.
I'm the oldest.
The youngest or the oldest? No, there's a couple older, quite older than us.
And when we take a group photo, we just need another opinion from the photographer.
Well, don't stop now. We've got an audience. We have bits all your life. Have a day off.
Children?
Well, we've made it out to the grass trees walk out of the barracks campground, and we've just taken the obligatory Instagram selfie. We're just having a bit of a walk around the grass trees. They're a lot drier than when we were last here, obviously because there's not a lot of water, but they're still just amazing.
I'm tempted just to say to Sharon, oh, we'll see you tomorrow. And
It's even got the pose right.
these are just amazing how they fall and then they just grow again.
It's crazy,
I like
isn't
that
it?
arch one
Yeah.
back there. Well, there's another one. There's another
look
arch.
at this one, and you can see where it snapped off, obviously in a fire. Yeah, it looks like it snapped in a fire.
Yeah. Then regrew.
Yeah.
Was that guy?
Oh, it is making amazing macro.
Yeah.
Well, we better take on it, hadn't I?
That's how it is on the inside.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They're like the black butt trees.
Oh, these all these ones are just about splitting.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Then there's the stringy bark with it.
Yep.
Oh, 100%.
Same object, so all the photos were done, everyone
Does the same, and everyone is different. That's what we love about the Instameet. Is the fact that we all go out, we all take a whole heap of photos, and then we all post them to, and we have...
Out first, you actually got to close your eyes and walk over towards the lookout, and then open your eyes. But don't fall off.
I just remember there's no fence.
And you all have signed the indemnity form?
Here? Oh, the plan.
Go.
Well, don't stop, go on, keep going. We'll wait for you to come
Alright,
back.
guys, on the count of 5, you got to turn around, just look that way, then on the count of 5, turn around and look at Anne who's standing on the seat.
So we're just at Bundella Lookout. It's really hazy, probably from a bit of smoke as well as the dust, so you can't quite see as far as you normally can. But for those that haven't been here, it's still a pretty spectacular lookout. It's also one of the few spots in the park where you can actually get a little bit of phone service if you're in need of it.
So what gum are they?
I have no idea.
I don't understand.
Nice gum.
I'm sure they're not a snow gum.
A pre-made one or a mix? Oh wow.
I'd like to thank Anne, because she actually did all the organising.
Thank you.
So thanks everyone for coming along. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Normally when I do a debrief with the kids, 3 things I go and get the kids to do. They've got to go and find a leaf, a rock and a stick. And so I won't get you to go and do that unless you really want to. So the stick, what I want you to think about for the stick is something that will stick with you after today, that you can take away, go back to Mudgee or go back to Newcastle or go back to Dunedoo, something that you can take back that will stick with you. A rock, something that made you rock while you're on this day trip. I know there was many things, that walking and something you might want to leave behind, like those sweat and tears where we're going up and down those stairs.
Well, we've made it to Barracks Campground. Everybody else has gone home. I'm sitting here just enjoying a nice cold drink. Maybe not at camera. You know you're just going to be in the museum. Dude, come on. If you're doing that and you are not in frame. Dinner's cooked. Some good old dehydrated beef teriyaki. We'll see how we go. Morning everybody, Sunday morning. We had a very cold, well not cold, but it was quite fresh last night, particularly without a fire because of the fire ban. So we're up, Tasha's just about to make a nice little cuppa for us. We'll have some breakfast. I think we'll maybe put the drone up here and go back over to the grass trees. And then maybe see what it's like out at the lookout, and we'll maybe put the drone up there if it doesn't get too windy, and then it'll be time to head home. So it's still raining after about 20 minutes. We're just playing a game of bubble whilst we wait to work out whether we're just going to put the awning up and pack it away wet, or whether we're just going to sit and watch the rain for a little longer. So now there's nothing. So there's nothing there. There's definitely nothing left on the table. Well, I picked everything up in one wall. Yeah, you've got your phone, you've got my phone. And the jacket's over there. I've got my coat on. We've got the bags. We've got the rubbish bag. We've got the pegs out. We've got the awning pegs. The car might be semi-clean, but you can definitely see the remnants of leaving Coolah in the mud. Alright, well, we've made it home. We've got the awning out trying to dry. Just about got the car unpacked, and yeah, we're just trying to dry the awning now. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. Thanks.